Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am. It's a beautiful weekend. It looks like it's going to be a really nice week. Like I said, they opened up our pool here if you watched the last video. So things are really starting to pop for spring and looking forward to summer. Um, hey, before we get started, can you do me a favor? Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, then hit that bell icon right next to it. That would be huge for me. So I would really appreciate it. I like bringing the content. I like sharing some of the things I've learned over the years with you. I'm not looking for anything in return other than hopefully maybe you subscribing down below so that you get and hitting that little bell icon so you get notifications. Now, I did open up some windows in here. So I'm hoping the windows, and I opened up the front door to the patio. So I'm hoping that we don't get too much noise from the neighbors and stuff like that, and the kids out. It is a beautiful day, so everybody's outside, which is a great thing. So today we're going to come to you, and so I figured I made a couple of breakfast things now, so I thought I'd bring something for kind of a snack later in the day. This used to be one of my go-to, and I used to make chocolate chip cookies, or I would make these fudgy brownies. So I would kind of go back and forth every once in a while, and then kind of when I wanted a snack and I had a really good day, I could cut off a piece of it. Pretty low carb. This is like 2 net carbs per serving. So, it's really easy to keep those 2 carbs at the end of the day. You have dinner and you have a couple carbs left over, and then you can have a little treat for dessert, make you feel good. So I'm going to make those for today, and then we're going to start doing that. So I did. So just to start off, so I did take the 12. I took 12 ounces of butter. I used the Kerrygold's butter, and then I took 2 ounces of chocolate. And for the sake of saving some time in the video, and you don't have to see me, and I melted them down and melted them together. So that's part of the fudge. I also, instead of you can use baker's chocolate, and most people use baker's chocolate. I use the Lily's Almonds dark chocolate, just because it already has some erythritol mixed in with it, so it's sweeter and it's better tasting. The baker's chocolate, well, I've used it. It has a little bit of a bitter taste, so I find the Lily's better. So I take 2 ounces of this, or about 2/3 of the bar, and I melt it in with the 12 tablespoons of butter. So that's what's in this dish right here. So just try to save a little bit of time on all that. We're gonna get started. So the other thing too is I don't have an 8x8 baking pan, so I use this 9x5. It works, right? So my oven's all preheated to 350, ready to go. I put parchment paper in there, so it makes it easier. I can just pull it out later, put it on a plate, so I can slice it up really easy. So it's really good stuff. So I'm gonna start off by just mixing. Like I say, I mix the dark chocolate and then the butter together. That way it's all set to go. I don't have to do it. You don't have to watch me doing 30 seconds to 30 seconds. I do it in a microwave. You can do it in a double boiler if you don't have a microwave, or you prefer to mix it that way and not use the microwave, right? And then we're going to mix some of the dry ingredients. This is about a half a cup of almond flour. So we're going to mix a half a cup of almond flour in here, all right? And then we're going to mix the sweetener in here, which I didn't get out. So hold on a second. Let me get a measuring spoon. Measuring. So we're gonna. Sorry, I thought I got all my ingredients ready to go, and apparently I didn't. So I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup of erythritol in here. I use this monk fruit, actually. It's a erythritol and monk fruit mix. I also find this is a little bit sweeter than sugar. So when a recipe calls for a 1/4 cup, I probably end up about 1/3 of a cup. That's what I'm finding over the years of doing. Take that. Then we're going to mix in, this is cocoa powder. The cocoa powder is about a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Right? I really like cocoa. It's a little bit bitter, but you mix it with a little bit of A little bit of the erythritol tastes pretty good, or monk fruit. And then we're going to put in about a quarter tablespoon, and again, I didn't get that ready. Wow, I'm really kind of off. I got to tell you, so I've been doing some baking today, trying to get ready for the coming week. My wife asked me to make some macadamia nut cookies. I can't talk today either, apparently. Macadamia nut cookies. So it's a baking day and prepping day. So I'm going to make some of those after I make this. Wow. So I'm just going to mix this together. Again, just mix all their dry ingredients together. So then I'm going to just set that aside for a little bit. I'm going to take another bowl over here. I'm going to mix all the wet ingredients in here. I'm going to take the eggs. This is 3 eggs. They have to be at room temperature. Again, if you have them and they're not at room temperature, the best thing to do is take some hot water, some warm water, not hot water, warm water. Put the eggs in the warm water and let them sit for about 10 or 15 minutes. That will get them up to room temperature pretty fast. So I'm going to put the 3 eggs in here. I'm actually going to mix them together a little bit with a mixer. So again, you could mix this by hand, but with the mixer, I'll be honest with you, it gives you a little more volume. It gets the eggs a little more, how do I say this? Gets them up to, puts like a little more air, so they're a little more fuller, I guess you'd call it. See, where's my spoon? Make sure I get all this chocolate in there. Now again, this has some almonds in it as well. I was kind of thinking if I had some walnuts, I'd put some walnuts in there, but I don't have any. I have some pecans, but I'm not quite sure how the pecans would blend. So again, then I'm going to mix this up again. All right, now that that's mixed up pretty good, we're actually going to mix the dry ingredients into it now. We want to try to get them until we get a pretty good consistency. We're going to mix those in. And mix this in again at low speed. Now I do need to scrape down the sides here. So I'm going to take my spoon, it's over here. One more little mix, and we'll pour it into the right, so that's all good and done. We're gonna pop these out. I'm gonna set those aside because I'm gonna lick them off later, like a little kid. Now again, I'm using this 5x9 pan with the parchment paper in it. I'm gonna pour this in here. That's all there is to it. Then we're going to pop it in the oven. We're going to bake this for about 20 minutes. Again, I've said it before, my oven seems to take a little bit longer. It's not calibrated. Maybe I should stick a thermometer in there to check the temperature to see, find out exactly if it's the right temperature. Maybe that'll do something next time I go down to the Home Goods or somewhere like that. I'll look to see if I can get one to put in there to see. So, but it's 350. I'm gonna put it in for 20 minutes. All right, so we'll be back to check on that when the 20 minutes is up and see how it goes. I'll let you know. We have to add a little bit of time to it, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna clean up my mess and lick the batter off of the mixer. All right, I'll talk to you in a few. All right, everybody, it's that time to check on the brownies. So I will tell you that I left them in an extra 15 minutes because they didn't look very well done. We're gonna take them out. I would say maybe because by not being in the 8x8 pan and being in this 5x9, it's a lot thicker, so therefore it took a lot longer to cook. But that's what it looks like. I'll let it cool. And then we'll give it a good old taste test, all right? That's okay. All right, everybody, we're back for the final part, and this is the best part because this is the part that I get to taste it. So it is still warm, I will tell you that. It actually is nice and soft. I'm gonna cut it and show you what it looks like inside. Hopefully the camera can pick that up. So it looks nice and moist. It's pretty juicy. Actually, it looks really good. So again, this was one of my favorites. It probably still is. I can't say that, but I used to cook it all the time. And like I said, I used to cook the chocolate chips in these, and I know that it's going to be pretty tasty. So it's really, really good. Yeah, so it's a really good recipe. I'm sure if you cook it, you'll enjoy it. If you make it, let me know. Comment down below whether you liked it or not. If there's anything else you'd like to see, let me know. Brownies are really good. You know, it's a good dessert. Like I say, after you eat dinner and you've had a really, really good day and you're thinking of your reward, this is a good treat for the end of the day. Go through the macros on this. A serving on this, there should be 12 of them. Again, this should really be done in an 8x8 pan. It would take less time to cook, and the squares would be easier to figure out what a serving size is if you cut it into 80 equal parts. Here you're going to slice it, so it's going to be a little bit different. So it's more like a loaf of bread than it is than the brownies. So this is actually, I'll show you actually what it came out looking like. So So that's what it looks like. So it looks good. Tastes good. You know, it really depends on how you want to do it and how sweet you want it or whatever. You control some of the ingredients that you put into it. To get into the macros of this thing, a serving size is 5 carbs, right? Protein in it is 3 carbs. Fat is 17 grams. Fiber is 3. So that means the net carbs on a slice of this is 2 carbs. So it's good, you know. So like I said, at the end of the day, you have a couple extra carbs go. You have some room for some fat, a little bit of protein. This is a good option to just have a little bit of this. Keep it in the refrigerator so it doesn't go bad. It will last a week or so. And take a slice every now and then, or a half a slice. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Hey, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that little bell icon. That would really, really help me out. Make sure that you get notified about future videos. If you have any suggestions, any ideas, anything that you'd like to see, you let me know. You have questions, I will certainly see if I can come up with an answer for you. Reviews, product reviews, stuff that out there you have questions about, you see, that you think that I could help you with, let me know. All right, I know you guys are awesome, and I will see you on the next video.